Hi there, my name is Stephanie Hackney and I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for Hobbs Bonded Fibers. You probably know us better as Hobbs Batting, and we're going to talk a little bit about our different products today. And the next group up is the 80/20 line, which is a product that most people are familiar with. It's the product we sell the most of and is the most common used in long arm studios and quilt shops who sell batting by the yard. So we're going to talk about the 4 different types of 80/20 and then how to use it and then the pros and cons of this product. The first one we're going to talk about is our original. This is the Heirloom 80/20. It's 80% cotton, 20% poly. It does have a binder in it, which gives it some extra stability. And the 20% polyester fibers are blended throughout the product. It's not like a scrim, so it's not cotton with scrim polyester laid on top. They're actually all blended in together. And the reason this is such a great all-around batting and the reason we sell so much of it is that it's great for pretty much every kind of use. And you do not have to worry about the washing of it as much as you might with some of the other fibers like maybe a wool or a silk. So this is part of our charity batting program. This is one of the 2 products that we make available, the poly down being the other one. And this product you're going to stitch 4 inches apart. It will shrink about 3 to 5%, and you can wash it in a machine and then lightly dry it in a delicate cycle dryer as well. So this is the natural. And let me show you. This is the loft on that. And it's a very, very lightweight, soft, nice batting. Again, will give you the very traditional quilt look. Okay. Then we make other versions of it. So the first version that we make is a bleached version, and the bleached version is basically the same exact product. It's just made with bleached cotton, and this is ideal for white quilts or any light fabric quilts. Think about if you're making a memory quilt with maybe men's t-shirts or men's shirts, dress shirts maybe. A memory quilt will have thinner and thicker fabrics, and this might be a really good choice if you have a lot of light colors in that. If you're going to be using things like light pink, light blue, yellow, turquoise, any kind of very pale or pastel colors, this would also be a really good choice because it'll keep those colors nice and bright and not dull them. Okay, so that's the good choice for those. And then if you're going to be using black or dark fabric, so black, dark brown, dark blue, dark green, purple, navy blue, this would be a good choice. And this is our black 80/20. This is made with a dyed black cotton and then the polyester mixed in with it. The cotton is dye fast, so you don't have to worry about the black running. This has been very well tested to make sure that it would be color fast once it's inside of a quilt and the quilt is washed. So this would be a really good choice. And probably the biggest benefit of this one, besides the fact that it'll keep your darks real dark, is that this won't leave all that light lint all over your quilt. So when you get done with your quilting, all you have to do is throw it in the washing machine and get to using it. And then the last one is our fusible. Okay, and our fusible is again 80/20, but this is a double-sided water-soluble fusible, and its primary benefit is that it's going to save you a lot of time. So if you're used to spray basting your quilts right now, we've already done that work for you on this batting. So that fusible medium is sprayed on the top and the bottom of both sides of this batting, and then you're going to be able to do your top and your back and your batting together in the sandwich all in one step. So let's say that your top fabric is cotton, your bottom fabric is cotton. You're going to set your iron to the appropriate temperature for that, and you're going to go ahead and make your sandwich, and then you're going to press in place for 7 to 10 seconds. Lift up, and then test your fabric. If your fabric's adhered, you know that's enough time. If it's not quite adhered on both sides yet, then you may want to add a little bit more time. And again, you're pressing, not ironing, and you're going to go around the whole top of your quilt. And when you get all done, let it cool, and then flip it over. If you have any creases or wrinkles someplace where it got a little messed up on the back side, you can gently put your lift the fabric up after putting your hand on the batting. You're just going to gently lift it up, put it back down, and then you can reapply it. And you can do that 2 to 3 times before this won't stick anymore. Now, a couple things to know about this. First of all, for most of our heirloom battings, they're going to be a little bit wrinkled out of the packaging. And on most of them, you can go ahead and spritz them very lightly with water, throw them in a cool dryer for a few minutes, and that'll knock the wrinkles out of it. You do not want to do that with this batting. Again, this is water soluble. So the medium is there to help you baste your quilt together. But then once you finish your quilt and you put it in the wash, the fusing medium is going to wash out. So if you spritz it with water, or if you use a steam iron and you get it too wet, this will not stick, right? So you want to make sure that to get the wrinkles out of this product, you want to just lay it flat, let them naturally loft out, and then you'll be able to use it. And it usually just takes a few hours. So this is our final 80/20 product. Let's look at a sample of each of these. So we started with the natural. That's this one here. This is the black. And again, it's going to be about the same loft as the natural. This is the bleached. And sometimes this will appear a little bit fluffier than the other ones and not quite as smooth. And that's just from the bleaching process. And then this is the fusible one. And the fusible one will always feel a little bit stiff and sticky, and that's the way it should feel. That means that the medium is all over it, and then it'll help it to stick when you're doing your basting. So again, we've got our 80/20 product. You're going to stitch it 4 inches apart. It's machine washable, and it's going to shrink 3 to 5%. It's ideal for most any kind of quilt. It comes in 4 versions: natural, bleached, black, and the double-sided fusible. Thanks so much for joining us, and if you have any questions, please reach out to Linda's Electric, or you can reach out to us at www.hobbsbatting.com. Thank you.